Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video on Farming Simulator 25. I'm just in the Zeta tractor at the moment and deciding I'm going to use this one as the one for the cow farm that we put out, although I say cows, it's the water buffalo farm. I'm going to keep calling it a cow farm because that's what the shed is called. It's called the cow shed, but yeah, it is water buffalo that we are farming here for dairy products, for milk. But yeah, basically I'm going to use this tractor now, I think, on the feed mixer. This is going to become my livestock tractor, as it's got a front loader, and obviously use the Deutz farm mainly for the field work, and potentially, when I have the money available, buy another second big tractor to help out with the field work, and then keep this tractor for just doing livestock work, bale moving and feed mixing and that sort of thing. So I'm going to put this one on the mixer, which is actually in there at the moment. Take the Deutz far out and use that one for other jobs, because that's obviously got the speed and power for doing road work and field work. So yeah, let's get in this one. We'll start it up and drop the feed mixer off, because it is a bit overpowered just for running a feed mixer really. It's actually very tight on the clearance as well coming out of there, because the ground isn't quite level, so it has definitely reduced the height restriction, which means I might not be able to go with the biggest feed mixer in the future, which is a bit of a shame, but not the end of the world. This one actually isn't too bad. At the moment anyway, it seems to be big enough for what I need, so it's fine. This tractor's a bit lower as well, so it doesn't hit the ceiling or the door, top of the door. Okay, so that can now stay on the feed mixer, and I'll get into this tractor, and we can use this one now again in the future for other things. Money's not looking terribly great at the moment, just under £3,000 in the bank, which is not great, and I've got a huge loan still. It's not quite as huge as it was, but it's still about, was it 100,000? Or was it 50,000? I can't remember now actually. I did repay a lot of it, but there is still some loan to pay off. But not the end of the world. We'll get there. When we sell the soybeans and stuff in the spring and start selling some of this milk, it'll be fine. Oh, and also we've got the sunflower oil to sell still. That's the best price for sunflower oil is March, so that's next month. Potentially we might even get there today, depending on whether there's much for me to do today. I have got an idea of what I want to do, but I'm not sure whether we're going to be able to afford it, and that is to sell all of the rice equipment, because we have only got one pallet. I'm going to sell that last pallet, I think. It's not going to be worth it. I'll just do long grain rice, I think. So yeah, this one pallet here can be sold along with all the rice equipment, and we'll also sell the sheds as well and replace that with one bigger machinery shed, because I am a little bit short on machinery storage space again. But if I replace those two smaller sheds with one bigger machine shed, that would be quite a good idea, I think. Just going to get some more feed for the chickens. They're a little bit low again, so we'll get the sorghum from the silo, and that will be for the chickens. Keep them happy. So yeah, sorghum. We could do barley as well, but I'm going to use the sorghum up first. There we go. Because the chickens are surprisingly eating quite a lot of feed. I think I will have enough to last me until after harvest. We've got hopefully some more grain. I don't know what actually I have grain. If we don't have it, I have to grow some more sorghum in the spring. But I think we did do some barley or wheat, did we? I'm not sure. I'll have to double check that as well. I forget, it's been a while. The brakes on this thing are not that great. But yeah, anyway, we'll tip this in the chicken silo. I'm not sure how much of this it's going to take, probably quite a lot. About half of it. Okay, so this is basically my chicken feed vehicle now, mostly. That's what I'm using it for. Right, okay, we've got a few more sawmill products, but not an awful lot there. I'm going to move this trailer out of the way, because that's going to be in the way of getting these rice equipment out. I've got the planter and the harvester there to sell, so we're going to get them sold. Don't think we're going to get a lot of money back for those, but at least we'll get a bit back, a little bit. Don't expect too much. Probably, what would it be? 10,000 in total for the two? I don't know. It won't be brilliant. But yeah, I'll get into this and I'll get these two sold. So I'll just do this on time lapse. It's going to be a bit of a slow job driving these down. In fact, this is going to be a bit too slow. Maybe I'll just reset them to the shop because this is going to take forever to take those two machines. Hopefully you don't mind me doing this, but it is at 7 miles an hour. That's ridiculous, really. And I don't have a trailer for putting it on, so I'm just going to reset that and also the planter. And then down at the shop we'll drive them into the sold point and we'll get them sold. Now I'm still not sure, there seems to be some conflicting opinions on this, whether repairing and repainting is worth it. Now I've definitely tried this in FS25 and it definitely was not worth it. I made a huge loss by doing this. But I just wonder whether it is worth it or not. I actually don't know. Apparently it got patched, but I'm sure I tried it even after the patch and it still wasn't working properly. So yeah, I'm not convinced that it's going to be worth repairing them. But we'll give it a go, I suppose. We'll do this one first. I think this will be the cheaper of the two machines, so I won't lose quite as much money, I don't think, if I do lose money on this. But let's find out once and for all, is repairing and repainting worth it? So to do this, well, it's currently worth $2,699. If I sold it right now, I'll get $2,699, and it's going to cost me $6,200-ish to repair them and repaint them. So yeah, I'm just going to have to do a bit of calculations here, but I'd need to make quite a lot for that to be worthwhile. We'll repair it, that's cheaper to repair it, so we'll do it. Let's just do this for a start. We're adding £1,033 of repair. Is it going to add that to the value or not? So it's $2,699. Right, is that worth it? Well, according to my calculations, it's added about £100 to the value. So yes, I suppose technically it is sort of worth it. It's literally increased the value of it by £100 after you take off the repair costs. So yeah, that has changed because it was making me a loss before. But is it really worth it? It's £100 more. Shall we try the repainting then, since that was worth it, sort of. So we'll repaint it as well. So is that going to, it's 3835, is that going to increase the value by over 5,100? Oh, okay, we won't do that then. There's my answer to that. Okay, we won't find out that because I can't afford it, never mind. We'll just sell it then. We have increased the value of it slightly. And of course this machine we can't afford to repair it either, and that's very expensive, so we'll just sell that, and that's worth 9,100. It's not quite as bad as I thought, but I can't afford to repair that, can I? 6,000, no I can't, no, so we'll just sell that as it is. There we go, so they've gone. I've enjoyed using them a bit, but I think the novelty's kind of worn off. It's a bit slow, it's not really worthwhile, so let's get the money back. And then heading back to the yard, let's also remove the buildings that were here, because that will then free up some more space for other things. So we're going to construction. Oh, they haven't appeared in the used sale. That's interesting. Thought they would have done. Log trailer though, that's interesting. Right, so that shed can go. That's worth 4,100. Oh, they're all. It's the same thing. Okay, fair enough. So yeah, they've gone then, which now leaves more space. I'll have to move the baler, but more space for a shed to go here. That's the plan, hopefully. I think actually, looking at it, the chickens would have been better off going there, and then a shed here, but never mind. We can hopefully fit a small shed there. Is there anything that will fit there? What will it be under? Sheds. Oh, that will do. Okay, that's a bit big actually. Would it fit? It might just. It's going to be tight. But if I moved all the equipment, that might just fit there. and I can afford that as well, amazingly. So let's get some equipment moved out of the way and see if we can actually place the new shed there. We'll jump into this tractor and I'll get some equipment moved out of the way. Okay, what do you think? It took a bit of sort of working out whether it would fit or not, and it technically hasn't fitted because it's gone behind this rock slightly, but it seems to have worked. It seems to have allowed me to do it. So overall I'm happy with that. I didn't want it to go into the chicken enclosure. I didn't want it to hit that, so that's good that it hasn't gone into that. And it's fitted on this side as well, just about. It's right on the edge, but it's there. So yeah, and it's only cost £10,000 as well, which isn't too bad at all, really. Because the alternative, I was looking at another one, or a few others, but the other one that I could potentially almost afford with a very small extension to the loan was £25,000, which is exactly like this shed here, identical to this one, which is alright. You can fit a bit in it, but it's not enormous. Height-wise it's enormous, but sort of capacity-wise it's not quite as big probably as this one. So this is not a bad little shed really, just a cover to keep things dry, and it looks alright. So overall I'm happy with it. I think it's an improvement over what we had. So yeah, that's good. Looking at the price of honey, actually, the price of honey is best in March as well, although this is already pretty high at the moment, so we might sell that today as well. Just give it a bit more time to increase though in value while I get the cultivator. And I'm going to extend one of our fields, the one over here which was sunflowers. I think there's space to extend that one a bit more, make it a bit bigger. So I'm going to get on with that now, and that'll be ready then for planting in the spring. So that's that field extended quite significantly, I suppose. It's not too bad anyway. So yeah, we'll get a lot more crop in there. I am just debating though whether or not to change the grass field to that one, because a few of you mentioned if I'm getting the trees, which I'm going to be doing very soon, the oak trees and stuff from here, There's not much of a gap to get through. There is. I can do it, I think. We'll try it. But it might be worth doing that as a grass field and then making that an arable field, maybe. I don't know. Although that is easier. It's handier for the cow farm, isn't it? The bales. Moving the bales from there to there rather than all the way from over here. I'm not sure. We'll see about that. I'm not going to do it today. I'll have a think. But what does need to be done today is spreading it with lime. It doesn't have any lime on it at the moment. Or at least not the new section anyway. There you go. That bit there is the new section. So it's, yeah, it's almost doubled in size, I would say, almost. Not quite, but not far off. So that needs lime. I'm going to get that done now. Don't think I'll have enough. I think it's probably time to build a lime station near the yard, isn't it? Because it's a long way to keep going back to the shop. I don't think there's one nearby anyway, so we'll have a look at silos and see if we can get one for a reasonable price, bearing in mind I only have £10,000 in the bank, which probably isn't ideal. I thought I downloaded a mod, a multi-fruit buying mod, maybe. But I can't afford any of these. Do that one. This one. No, it's not a liquid. Not seeing one at the moment. Either it's a mod that I don't have, or I'm looking in the wrong place. Ah, this could be it. That one, multi-fruit buying station. I can afford that as well. There's two. Oh, I see. Yeah, that one's 60% discount. Pay more money for it. Or that one's 10% discount. Well, we're going to go with the 10% discount because it's fairer, I think. Or is that what's that one? Oh, that's a lime. Maybe that's the lime one. We'll go with this one. Seed and lime. That's more useful, isn't it? Let's go with this one. Now, where am I going to put it? That's the other question. It needs to be somewhere accessible. I think the obvious place is here, if it will let me. Just don't want to get it in the way of this field for turning. Maybe not. What about there? Just want to make sure it's in a good position, really, and not in the way. I think hopefully that will be alright. Shall we give it a go? Hope for the best. Well, we could afford that anyway, that's good. And get that refilled with lime then. So that's good, I'm happy with that. Let's get that refilled. We might as well spread the whole field while we're doing it, because it does apparently it does even reduce, even though it doesn't say it needs lime, it will reduce the yield after each harvest as well, until the lime requirement actually appears. So there's no harm in spraying the whole field. But like I said, I'm not sure what I'm going to be planting yet. It'll either be grass or an arable crop, but we'll find out in a future video. Okay, that used quite a lot of money, 5,500 for that. But that was apparently with a 10% discount, which is fair enough, I think. Okay, so I'm going to get on with this lime spreading then, and next job will probably be to move some more trees across to the sawmill.
Let you know how I feel. You walk up to me, start dancing to the music, energies like this was meant to be. Take my hand, I feel my heart beat, and I don't want this moment to stop. Time to go. Yeah, about time we stop pretending. Come home with me. Let's write a history. Tonight I'll make you see. It's all about us. It's all about us. As we're dancing close together, making out. It's all about us. It's all about us. There's a magic in your eyes, can't get enough. Feel your hands, the way you're touching me around my neck. Got chills down my back, you do it right. The way you're holding me, no, I don't want this moment to stop. No need to fight it, I cannot hide it. We won't regret it, so come with me, maybe we're meant to be. A perfect melody, and I don't want this moment to stop. Time to go home, don't want this night to end. Yeah, about time we stop pretending. Come home with me. Let's write a history. Tonight I'll make you see. It's all about us. It's all about us. It's all about us. As we're dancing close together, making out. It's all about us. It's all about us. There's a magic in your eyes, can't get enough. I can't get enough. Oh, it's all about us. It's all about us. It's all about us. It's all about us. Time to go home. Don't want this night to end. Yeah, about time we stop pretending. Come home with me. Let's write a history. Tonight I'll make you see. It's all about us. It's all about us. As we're dancing close together, making out. It's all about us. It's all about us. There's a magic in your eyes, can't get enough. Can't get enough. Off in the neon, you came to this place to hide away in the dark. You tell yourself you need to move on, but one night in the shadows can't ease your broken heart. They turn the volume up, you shut your mind. Wanna escape your thoughts for a little while, but when you close your eyes, I'm by your side. I'm by your side, right? You'll find me there dancing in the.
So we've got quite a lot of wood delivered, or logs delivered to the sawmill there. It's almost over half full anyway, so that's pretty good for now. It'll do. Yeah, the sunflower oil is best in March, so we won't be selling that today. I think we'll leave that until the next episode. But what we do need to do today, I think, it'll be worth doing, is to get some of these fields spread with fertiliser again, because I've noticed a few of them that we've drilled. Oh, we do have some barley, by the way. 2 fields of barley that need spreading with fertiliser. That's for the chicken feed, of course. But yeah, the canola fields might be a bit too progressed now to spread. Might damage them. But certainly these 2 we can get spread with fertiliser. We'll do our best, basically. I'm going to get the spreader on again, unload the lime, and then put the fertiliser in. And we'll get as many fields as we can spread with a second dose of fertiliser. I keep forgetting about this. Is one of my big problems, I think. I keep forgetting to do fertiliser spreading after it's been drilled. But I think we're okay with the barley fields, just the canola fields again. I think that I might have lost out on an opportunity to do that, because obviously the growth rate is now growth stage is too progressed, and it will damage it if I drive on it without. Obviously, I can put the narrow tyres on, I think, maybe on this tractor anyway. I don't know for sure whether you can put them on this tractor, but you might be able to. So it might be worth doing, I don't know, but I'm going to at least spread the ones I can spread for now with fertiliser. So we'll get a few of these in. Probably don't need them all, just that'll do actually, I think, for now, because I probably won't be able to do all the fields, but we'll start with this one, do the 2 barley fields, and then if I can do the canola I will, if not it'll have to just be left for now. But let's see, I think we're okay. Yeah, it's not damaging the crop, so we'll do this one and the other barley field for now.
find yourself in the smoke, babe. You came to this place to hide away for a while, but we both know that when it gets late, one call away and then you are spending the night. They turn the volume up, you shut your mind, wanna escape your thoughts for a little while, but when you close your eyes, I'm by your side, I'm by your side, right? You'll find me there dancing in the crowd. You tell yourself that it's over, but you see my face on all the strangers' doors. So are you sure that it's over? When you close your eyes, I'm by your side, babe. When you close your eyes, I'm on your mind, babe. You'll find me there dancing in the crowd. You tell yourself that it's over. It's not over. It's not over. It's not over. It's not over yet. It's not over. It's not over. It's not over. It's not over yet. You'll find me there dancing in the crowd. You tell yourself that it's over. It's not over, but you see my face on all the strangers' doors. So are you sure that it's over? It's not over. When you close your eyes, I'm by your side, babe. When you close your eyes, I'm on your mind, babe. You'll find me there dancing in the crowd. You tell yourself that it's over.
I got lucky there, I think. Managed to spread all of the fields, including the grass field, with fertiliser, with no issues, which was nice. I wasn't expecting that. I thought they might have been a bit too progressed, but obviously not. That's good. So got away with it. Didn't need to spend any more money on wheels, narrow wheels, which was good. And all the fields are now fully fertilised that have been planted so far. Obviously we've still got more to do in the spring, but the winter crops are all fertilised up to their maximum, which means we'll get a really good yield in harvest time. Canola particularly is important, of course, because that's going straight into the oil mill and making us lots of money. And next year we'll make even more because a lot of the stuff from last harvest didn't get sold. I'll just show you on the in the production menu, oil mill. So yes, still processing canola from last harvest. So all that is going to go into storage. It's going to be a long time to wait, unfortunately, until we can sell it. But on the plus side, when we do come to sell it in November, that is going to be a lot of canola because we've got, well, what's left in there, plus all the pallets that have already spawned. We'll go and have a look quickly. Not the sugar mill, the oil mill. So yeah, we've got all of these pallets are canola, I think. The sunflowers, they're going to be sold in March, so that'll be next episode, if I try and remember to do that. Hopefully I don't forget. But yeah, all of these, plus everything's still in the process. So almost 8,000 litres still processing. And then plus all of the crops that are in the ground at the moment. Hopefully that'll all be done by November, processed. And yeah, next November we're going to be selling some serious canola oil, hopefully. That's the plan anyway. So yeah, all going well with the oil mill. And I have also noticed that the buffalo milk, water buffalo, is actually worth, it's a separate thing, it's not just milk, it's buffalo milk, and that is worth more than standard milk if we just sold it as it is, or we could process it and turn it into bottled milk or mozzarella, which would be worth even more. Look at the price, wow, that's some serious money there. So we'd need to purchase a dairy to do that, I assume, which would be quite expensive, but then we would get the money back when we come to sell it as mozzarella. So that's something to think about, although I have invested already a lot of money into the water buffalo, so yeah, lots of investment there, but it will pay off. Just go and finish off on them just to see how they're doing. It's starting to go a bit dark now. I always seem to be here in the dark. But they're still babies at the moment, but they won't be long until they start producing milk. I suppose a lot of you will have told me that you don't need to actually do TMR until they're adults, because it's a waste, as long as they have some food. So just silage would have probably done for now, but never mind. At least I know they're getting the maximum amount of food that they need. And it won't be too many months until they're ready to start producing milk. So that's all good. So I think we'll leave the episode there. I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.